just before we start, did you know a cloud weighs around 1 million tons?
No.
I swear.
Who's weighing it?
The average cloud. Well, it means they just know from science.
Holy crap.
That is insanity.
Well, I guess, no, but can it?
Typically, a cloud typically has a volume of around a kilometre radius, like square.
We've skydived and jumped through clouds and they don't feel heavy, you know? But I guess they just have weight because it's water.
It's the density.
That's crazy. There's a ton. Is that a ton? Is that
a ton is our car would weigh around 1.5 tons. Our cars, like yours would be around a ton.
Yeah,
I think. So
yours are 1.5 because you got the big U.
12 million of those just for a cloud.
12 million?
12 million tons.
Is that how much an average
cloud weighs around, 1 million tons. Not 12. I don't know where I got that from.
1 million tons?
1 million tons.
Wow.
I don't understand that. You know, and then, you know when it says a volume of around 1 kilometre squared is the 2 above it. What's the 3? There's a 3 above it.
Way out of my pay grade.
We need Dr. Carl. Hey, Lulu, with the ATAR of 98.9, I believe. Do you know what a 3 means above like the kilometre, like squared, but 3?
No, I dropped maths in year 10.
You dropped maths?
Yeah.
That's at one point you lost at ATAR.
There's a call out for a new producer on the show. If anyone knows anyone that actually has any sort of common sense, would be great.
Cubed.
Cubed. It means cubed.
What does cubed mean?
I don't know. Anyway, leave that one with you.
Off the back of Jack's father-in-law's incident where
he's not my father-in-law, but
soon to be. Father-in-law, he falsely accused in Bali a massage parlor stealing his treasured necklace.
Yeah, he had good reason, but he was in the wrong.
Yeah. So we've got some from you guys, some falsely accused. I guess it's when people have falsely accused other people and being falsely accused stories.
We've all done it and it's so awkward. And a lot of people have...
It's just shame. If you are falsely accused of something, there's a bit of shame involved if you're getting it wrong.
There's nothing you can do, is there, to come back from it? Like, you just can't.
What would you rather? Falsely accuse someone or be falsely accused?
Be falsely accused.
Yeah, because when the truth comes out, it's like, you owe me.
But what if you're falsely accused, you go to prison and that's just it?
That's a nightmare. That's one of my worst nightmares.
Well, that's happened. Like,
of course.
There's people in prison right now from that.
I know, it's heavy.
There would be a lot.
All right,
Brutal.
First one here is from Jono. I once thought an old man was abducting a child. He was being sus as. It was his grandson. But that's good. Like, that's a good Samaritan, making sure. It's good.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Good on you, Jono.
Okay, Mike. I was accused by my parents of being high at like 14 years old. I got grounded for 2 weeks. I was not high at all. Never been high or drunk. My pupils were big because it was nighttime. My parents were just assholes and wanted someone to punish. That's funny. Well, how do you get accused of
being high?
I got grounded for 2 weeks.
That'd suck. Nothing worse. And when you're trying to justify, when you're trying to justify yourself and you start looking like you're way more guilty than what.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's like, well, that's what someone that is would say something like that.
The more I think about it, I'm like, Mike does sound a bit guilty.
Yeah, I know.
It's something big.
I've never done alcohol or drugs. Come on, buddy.
And he said, I was not high at all in capitals. It's like, the more you explain, the more guilty you are.
Yeah. He was whacked out of his mind. God, Mikey boy.
But why would your pupils go big when you get high, like stoned?
That's what just happens. When you're high, your pupils just dilate.
On weed?
Oh, I guess any type of
14. Yeah,
I think when you're just like.
Maybe he meant on anything.
Yeah.
But no, Mike, I'm sorry. There's nothing worse than being falsely accused. Maybe it's in the delivery.
Hey.
Maybe you were so defensive it just looked bad.
Yeah. All right, we got Big Red here.
Big Red.
Honestly, what a name, Big Red. That's a
great.
nickname. Hey? Honestly, it ripped to me. I was on Euro summer, staying in a hostel, already half cut, and I handed my ID to the bar staff to borrow a pool cue. Anyway, I started chatting to these random people and somehow become fully convinced they'd stolen my ID. like I accused them, repeatedly, really standing my ground. Then after a solid 10 minutes of detective work, I realized I had literally handed it to the bartender myself. They thought I was the dumbest person alive. So he was just saying you stole my ID to people. Yeah, you gotta leave that hostel. Big red. Big red.
I did this at padel, but not that bad. Could you know when you got to hand your phone, you got to hand something over to like, just for like when you're borrowing a racket or something. Yeah, I did that, and I was just fucking searching everywhere, and I was asking people. I'm like, "Have you guys seen a phone?" You know, and I went and asked these people in the court. This is when you guys had all left, and I still couldn't find my phone. Sorry, it was my car keys, and I was like, "I know I left them here, which was next to the court. These guys, someone's took them." So I'm looking at these people playing. I'm like, "You pricks! Like you've stolen my keys, like fucking dogs." And it was just they were just behind the counter. So yeah, your mind can play tricks on you.
It can,
but it is my fault.
Because when you can't come up with any like logical reason,
exactly.
you start blaming anyone.
You do. Oh my God, pretending you're a detective. Kate. So I worked in a finance office of about 100 people, and we all shared a fridge. I discovered my banana, Chobani, was stolen and went nuts on the instant messenger, accusing everybody. Everyone knew about my stolen yogurt and were sharing theories on who would have taken it. I went so far as complaining to the office manager, who sent a site-wide email reminding people not to take other people's food. Everyone was dying at how dramatic it had gotten.
What the fuck? It's yogurt.
No, calm down. The next day I found it at the bottom of the fridge. It had just fallen down. Unfortunately, I found it in front of heaps of people, so I had to admit and absolutely copped it.
Oh,
it also tasted like shit after all that.
Oh, that is gnarly.
But
there is something when people steal your food in a fridge. Like it is
true.
It fucking pisses you off. You're like, I went to the shops and I bought this and I was looking forward to it, and now someone's fucking eaten it because they're a little selfish. Sorry, but
when you're passionate, sometimes the C word comes out.
Like, didn't know in a share house and someone steals your food, you're like, I was looking forward to that.
That's it's selfish ass.
Yeah, so you know what? This is justified.
But it didn't happen.
Yeah,
it was
didn't happen
in the fridge. You had a man's look.
But imagine in 100 people in the group message and stuff, I'd feel embarrassed about that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like when you're in a 9 to 5, like the only thing, like when I was a tradie, only thing that got me through was my fucking smoko.
Oh yeah, thinking about food.
That's all.
It's the only bit of pleasure you got out of the whole day.
I was like, I spent a good 10 minutes making this muesli and yogurt this morning, and it's just fermenting in there, so nice under the ice pack in my esky.
Chobani, the whole lot.
And like, yeah, if someone stole my yogurt, it doesn't sound that bad on paper, but it's fucked.
Yeah. What is it, like $2-3? But no, it's not that. It's like the emotional, like love and happiness you're gonna get out. Yeah.
Ruined my day, pretty much.
Whole thing's ruined. All right, Sasha. I yelled at a table of guys for stealing my drink. Kept yelling about the audacity and how no guys are chivalrous anymore. Is it chivalrous?
Chivalry.
Yeah, no, but
chivalrous. I don't know either. I'm just
what's
laughing.
The word?
Is that
right? Is that right, Sarah? Lulu?
Yeah, chivalrous.
Chivalrous.
Yeah, motherfucker. Chivalrous anymore.
Wait, came out your mouth. I don't know.
And made each of them buy me a new one. Then the guy I thought had stolen my apple. Oh, sorry. Then the guy I thought had stolen my vodka apple juice. I made him give it back to me. I then walked in. Sorry, I'm fucking so lost here.
Yeah. You said apple book. You meant to say apple juice.
What the fuck? Then the guy I thought had stolen my vodka apple juice. I made him give it back to me. I then walked off into the pokey rooms to chill out, and I took up and then fucking dick.
Don't edit any of this out.
I then walked off into the pokey room to chill out and took a sip of my vodka apple juice and realized it was vodka Red Bull and definitely not my drink. I'm so confused. I don't know if I just read that so wrong or that.
They just accused someone that took their drink.
Yeah, she thought his vodka Red Bull was her vodka apple juice, so yelled at the whole table, made them all buy her a drink, took her what she thought her drink was back, and then takes a sip of it and realizes it's not her drink at all.
Oh.
I'm still confused.
So how is it when you're reading, you're concentrating and not fucking the words up, that you don't even listen to what you're reading, fucking still studying what it says? Are you right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm 10 minutes later.
Okay, I got to move on to the next one after that.
All right, Izzy. I was a waitress on my first day of a new job in Canada, and I started fully calling out a table of people for not tipping me. Seeing how rude that was.
Dude.
Like fully went in on them. I checked the receipt later, and it turns out this place had an auto tip system built into the receipt.
Oh,
I clearly wasn't listening when they explained that.
Oh, the audacity.
Oh, dude.
Easy.
First day on the job.
Holy dooly.
I don't have the balls to really accuse people.
No.
I'm too much of a people pleaser. I'd be like, oh, if I accuse, even if they are in the wrong, they're just not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like a dick, and I don't want to look like a dick.
Yeah.
Even though I should go off at them.
Then you go in the back of the storage room and just punch shit.
Yeah. Let it out on something.
Dude, Dad was working in Darwin, when he was like 20, like way back as a bartender. He got this job. And he had never worked in a bar. He got this job and he's like frothing because it was really hard to find work there. And his first hour, it was like the first thing he did, he had to take a tray of drinks over to these miners or some shit. He walked it over there and tripped and smacked it. All the drinks fell out over on the table, all over every one of them. And he kept the job, but he said the manager was fucking filthy. That's so heavy on your first day. Imagine Dad as Ollie's a wreck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
Okay, Gemma. For weeks, I accused my roommate of stealing my undies. I was going insane about it. Is this Dom or? I was going insane about checking the washing machine, the dryer, every place in the room we shared. I was down to minimal underwear. Ended up getting so fucking mad at her and accusing her outright of stealing or wearing them. Turns out it was a fucking rat. We shared a tiny room in an old ski lodge and we worked out there and there was a hole in the floor. The rat kept coming in and stealing my undies from the washing basket. I bought new undies and apologized to my friend. We were actually able to trap the rat one night. Oh my.
Wow.
You got a bit of an excuse.
Yeah. Oh, just accusing someone is...
It's not fun.
And especially if you get angry. I reckon if someone accused me and gets real angry...
You can't trust them again, eh?
Yeah, you kind of like... Well, I just seen a side to you that's like dark.
Yeah.
And I was telling you that it wasn't me and you still accused me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That really could ruin a relationship.
It could. And it's hard because it could go to... It's like... Because in their head, they're like, you're lying. And then you're like, what the fuck? It wasn't me.
Yeah.
But they have no... Like, you don't know a rat has come in. If you literally left them there and if Dom's not in the house, it's like
it's going somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. They've gone somewhere. And there's only you and I in this room.
The only logical thing is that you stole them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's really hard to justify. I mean,
all right.
You should always trust your mate.
Emily, I used to think I could hear my housemate banging every single night. So I decided to confront them about it and how it was impacting my sleep and seemed very performative to be so loud with the banging around. About 2 weeks later, I went outside my room and realized it was actually my dog having dreams and moving around.
Shut up.
Banging. Okay. Do you have, because I have a story of being wrongly accused.
Really?
So,
go on.
Yeah, so.
Am I in it?
No.
Thank God.
So, there's probably been times where you have wrongly accused me, but we won't go there. No, it was my first ever time living out of home around Gerringong. So I moved out and I was 21, 22 and living in a house of like five boys. And I was the youngest. And the oldest he was about 36. And so it was Burmo. And I looked up to Burmo and he was a legend, like nicest guy, funny as and so when being the youngest, I looked up to all these boys and was trying to make an impression being younger. Anyway, Burmo worked in the mines and on the tunnels and he'd obviously there's been a few things around the house that had kind of led up to this point, but he got home after this massive day and he's gone into the toilet and someone's left a shit in the toilet. You know how it just kind of pisses you off.
Yeah.
It's just confronting. You don't want to see it. Anyway, this is kind of being the straw that's broke the camel's back. And he's a nice dude. Ended up just blowing up.
No way.
At me. I just got the blame for it. I was like, because me, him and Billy kind of used the same toilet. We lived in the same kind of square of the house. And he's like, what the fuck? fucking serious? Like, why did you leave a shit? And so like, do you need your parents to be here and shit? And I just got so belittled in front of everyone. And Billy was next to me when this was happening. And I just like copped it, and I kind of got gaslit into thinking I did it. I left this shit in the toilet, and then it literally kind of like, I think he ended up moving out like pretty soon after it. It was heavy. Like
What?
It's not him. It's not like him to go off, and it just must have been something like big day. And I copped it, and then I was so rattled. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I went in there. I had to flush it, and it was this fucking massive shit in the toilet. And I was like, "Was that me?" Like I don't even know. Because like, anyway, literally months later, Billy's like, "Man, I got to confess something."
Up.
He's got to confess. He's like, "That was me that did this shit."
No.
Like, but yeah, and he didn't say anything, and I fucking copped it.
No.
Yeah, so I copped in the lounge in front of everyone there. I was this dirty freak that was just leaving shits in everyone's toilets.
Did you say you didn't in the moment?
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't think it was me, and no, like I just had to cop it. And then by the time that is, I even like told Burmo and shit. But it's like months later, like the damage has been done.
He's already told everyone at the pub.
Yeah.
Like,
and Billy, the little rat, he didn't say anything, and he was sitting next to me, and he came out a month later. And he's like, "Oh man, it was too heavy, like all this shit."
oh,
So I was the fucking poo bandit.
that's heavy.
I know.
That's so heavy
You
because
know, like it stained, like it stained our relationship. You know, it like,
do you reckon it did?
oh yeah, for sure. Like
reckon?
yeah, it was a serious shit. Some serious shit. I'm not talking shit. It was heavy.
Fuck, that's heavy shit.
Yeah.
But did
Like you don't like no one forgets that shit.
no?
What would you say is funner? A dance circle or a truth circle? Two very opposite things.
Yeah.
But one usually goes before the other, in our experience.
Oh, you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
We
about.
had both.
We had both.
We had
But
both.
what would you say is funner? You're more of a truth circle man.
Probably more of a true circle, but dance circle's fun.
Yeah.
But why not have both?
Okay. So for what we're talking about is we were just recently in Bali on a paddle retreat. So we did this little holiday getaway with Arrival where we went and learned how to play paddle professionally with these Spanish coaches and with a group of 12 people that we'd never met before. And we ended up in this like weird truth circle at the end of the night where we were literally arm in arm and nearly crying.
Dude,
And
I think it was a few tears. There's a lot of hugs.
There was
It was-
goosebumps. I was getting goosebumps.
It was like changed lives.
Yeah.
It was fucked up.
Okay, so we organised, this is the first ever Arrival trip where we've gone on with people that we don't know. Like we've done trips before, but it's always with filmers and whatever. And this is the first time where we opened it up to the public and we're going to go on the trip as well.
Mm.
And we are obsessed with paddle.
Which is it's like tennis and squash mixed together with the glass walls.
And so we was this retreat where we were playing 4 hours a day for a week. And we didn't know anyone, so we thought we'd play paddle together, and then everyone was open to do their own thing at night.
There was one welcome dinner, and then there was one going away dinner. But then that was it. You could do yoga and all these other things, but you were only really had to hang out the dinner to welcome and the end dinner.
Yeah, and when we were playing.
And that's what everyone's intentions were.
Yeah.
When you're going on a trip with a bunch of randoms, to be honest, we were really scared. I think everyone
nervous. You're nervous to like, am I going to get on with these people?
Yeah, and you're like, I've got to spend a whole week. We're all staying in 4 villas that back onto each other.
Yeah.
And you're like, and we always say like, which makes it funny, like there's got to be one person here that's got a few screws loose. That's what's fun and makes you talk about stuff. And we were kind of all nervous. We were like, fuck, I just hope everyone's cool, but you never know. And you're like, surely not everyone. Maybe they won't like us. Like, you just don't know. Anyway, we go out to dinner and we were like, got home from dinner and we were like, oh my God, everyone is a legend.
Yeah, we were like, oh my God, we've lucked out. Like, this could be like a really good week. Like, I'm pretty sure, like from first meeting, like we're on here.
Yeah. We didn't get drunk that night. Like, few of the boys had a bender the night before because they got there early and a few of them were keen to have a few drinks that night, but we were just like, no, we got 4 hours of paddle in 32-degree humidity and heat. Like, it's going to be gnarly. So anyway, woke up and then played the paddle. Then after that, it was like okay, we know these guys are legends. We hung out every second of that trip. So you get home, you go for a massage, then you go to sunset drinks, then you go to dinner together, then you go for a breaky together, then you go to paddle together, then you go to sunset, then you go to, and in between, what were you
I
saying?
was going to say, like when you're playing paddle as well, so it's in 30-degree heat and you're playing for 4 hours. And so the stats, like Jack wears a whoop. And when you ran a marathon, how many?
When I did my marathon, which is 42 kilometers, and I honestly felt like I was close to dying. I burned 3,800 calories.
And on the first day of paddle and going out on a night after, you burnt
6,200
calories.
which is
So
insanity.
And every day that we play paddle, you were burning 300 calories? 3,000 calories, sorry?
At least. Every time you play, 3,000 calories per training.
So we were literally nearly doing marathons every day. So you don't understand. You're dripping like you've just come out of a pool of sweat.
My grip on my racket, not the grip, the actual handle slipped off. That's how, no, serious. That's how much I was sweating.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And so, like, there's nearly bonding in that because it's like survival. Like, you're dripping in sweat and you're like, are you all right? Like, is anyone going to pass out and die right now? But you're having so much fun. But anyway, so
I remember we're going for sunset drinks. I went there just going, I'm cruising.
Yeah. like always. Anyway, we got to a point where like things weren't even open. It was like, I think it was a Sunday, so it was pretty chill.
Yeah.
And then we're like, everyone back to the villas.
That's Billy, our mate. We call him the switch in a way. Like he'll go from just so mature and sensible and normal speaking to the most insanely intense, drunk, funnest human alive. Like he's almost like how do you explain it? He's like a little cyclone.
Yeah.
And he's just crazy.
And he's like, everyone back to Villa 3. And he wasn't even saying
Villa 4. Remember, it was Tom's.
Oh, yeah, true. He's like, Villa 4. And Tom, a friend on the retreat that was staying there, he's like, yeah. And then he goes, wait, that's my villa. Billy wasn't even staying there. We're all like back to Villa 4. And so we all went back down. We're having drinks and having fun. And you know when some people like slowly go up to like a room and start chatting?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's like a few more. And by the end of it,
well, the speaker went up there.
Yeah.
So everyone's like dancing in the room.
We were all like crammed into this room. There were about 16 of us. And we were all literally sitting around like a tribal circle, like in this full circle, sitting around. And then Tom.
You know how this, because we were dancing like hardcore and the speaker paused.
Yeah.
So the music cut out for some weird reason. Everyone was like on the beds and around the room chatting shit, dancing, whatever. And then the speaker paused for a second. And then Tom, which is now a very good mate, he's actually the now husband of
the girl you showed your bank account to.
Yes. Which everyone, 99% of the people listening to this podcast knows that's in inside
the most
joke.
haunting story of Jack's life.
Yeah, the horrible.
But he was on the trip,
and
absolute legend.
And he's also he's like a meditation guide or like a teacher and he does like breath work clinics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he found this moment when the song paused, everyone was kind of like stopped for a second. He's like, fuck it, let's do a truth circle.
Yeah. Everyone just sat down and we're literally all looking at each other and he kept putting his hands up like he was Gandalf going, order, order. And then when he said that, everyone had to stop talking. Like, 'cause what was so nice about it was like no one spoke over the person talking. If they were talking, everyone was actively listening to what they had to say. And so we had to go around the circle and say things we liked about, the trip and how we're feeling at that moment.
Remember how hard it was for a few of them to even... There's a few boys there that were like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Yeah, they're like, well, true circle, what the fuck? Like, what do I have to explain,
Yeah, because it went from like house party vibes to literally, he changed the music to like meditation music at like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
That's a big shift.
It's tectonic plates moving.
Yeah.
So he's like, we're going to start with you, Billy. Billy started the true circle and it went around the room one by one, all talking for like a good 5 minutes.
At least. Billy did about 15, I reckon.
Yeah. And it's all kind of like just opening up about like, it was crazy. People just opening up about.
Yeah.
That's why I think, please no one take this the wrong way, but that's why I think, there's no good way to say this, but I think alcohol and stuff is is actually, so much bad stuff. I don't know. This sounds bad because I have a beer company and shit, but I mean, like, it
brings people together in a way.
Yes.
I know it's not good for you.
No, not good for you at all.
At all.
I do think there's a connection and like a way where you open up more than you would sober.
Yeah.
And so
if you're doing it in a happy environment.
Yeah, you got to do it in the right environment.
Yeah. But that can happen at any time. But anyway, it does loosen some people up to do that. And that's what happened in our experience. It shouldn't happen in anyone else's experience, but it happened in our experience. And it was so lovely.
Yeah. So
like, it was crazy.
And like, yeah, it's so crazy. Like 3 people in, there's a guy on the trip. He was like, hey, I don't know what's going on right now. But he's like, I've had mates for 18 years. And he's like, I've never been able to open up and say this stuff. And he's like, this is like life-changing for me right now. Like I'm actually able to talk about my, feelings and it was just like.
So he said, I'm getting shivers.
Everyone's getting goosebumps and then kept going around the room and everyone like was opening up about, troubles that they've had in their life and, and also just to explain to someone, we never really give compliments of like, like you're such a good leader in this way or you're such a nice friend, like you show up for me and everyone was given that. It was just like the craziest experience. Like we were all like hugging and like, and we don't even know these people, but hugging and like.
It sounds, it's funny obviously in a way, and it sounds like you'd think it's like just drunk chat, but it was truly like one of the most insanely eye-opening kind of wow shock moments of my life. I genuinely saying that, being dead serious. I think that whole night was one of the kind of weirdest nights of my life that I actually was like, did that just happen?
Yeah, same.
You think?
Same, because I was like, you guys are all my best friends now.
Yeah,
like you are. Like you guys are my best friends.
I can't believe we got every single one of them, like everyone. There's probably 14 people in that room at least.
Yeah.
To literally not say a single word until it was their time to talk.
Yeah.
And I reckon it went for a good hour and a half.
At least,
because someone would talk for 5 minutes about, what they've got out of this trip and what they're looking forward to and what they've lacking in life and what they're grateful for. And it happened in such a way of like depth that everyone listened and was like giving good feedback and advice. And it would get to some guys and they like, I've been longing for this my entire life, to have friendship like this where I can be myself and people actually support me
and
like not get laughed at and think that I'm weak. And dude, it was like mind blowing.
Yeah, and people just like saying their goals and what they want out of life, and everyone was like, "Fuck yes, you can do that."
Oh,
and that funny.
And then it got it got to Falcon.
No, did that happen? When it got to me, and then Tom goes, "Order." He's not allowed to speak.
That's
He's
right.
last. Yeah. So then it went past me, the truth circle, and then so I was like, "Fuck!" There's that much pressure on what I got to say here. So it went like, and then it came back to me at the end. I was meant to do the final, piece, and I was so nervous. I was obviously had a bit of liquid courage, well, not even courage, but I got up and I fucking forgot what I was talking. I got so emotional and I was talking, and then
and he had a tea towel in his head,
and then I
got a wet cloth in your forehead.
Yeah, because I come up with wet tea towels that were in the fridge to like cool us down. And I got up and I started talking. I forgot what I was saying. And then I was thanking the girls that were running the retreat, Sarah and Ella. And I was like, Sarah, like, thank you so much. You've been amazing. And I forgot Ella's name. Like, I know I've been speaking about her the whole. Fuck! Sorry, I just brought back some shit.
Yeah, the fuck.
But like, I've been hanging out with her the whole time. And then in that moment, I kind of forgot her name. And I was like, and everyone's getting so emotional. I was in the final freaking statement. And I kind of like went, and I just acted like I didn't just forget a name. Oh my God. And then I started blacking out because I was like, this is so heavy. And
wait. So you went to say,
I went, Sarah, and then I just kept going on with the conversation. No. I felt so bad. And
dude, you thought she wouldn't notice?
I've been calling her Ella the whole week, and just for that moment, my brain just blacked out.
But you didn't think to say, I'm so sorry, I just forgot your name.
Nah,
you
it's too much. It's too silent.
Nah,
the room's too silent. I just didn't know what to do. It was just too hectic. The next day, you kind of wake up going, fuck, did that just happen? And you're like, that was really nice, but I'm also like half cringing out of my mind of what I said. And I was riding my scooter thinking about like some of the shit I said. And I literally said out loud, I was riding the scooter and I went, oh shit. like to myself. And there was a guy on the back of a Go Jack, like getting doubled on a scooter.
Go Jack.
And he turned around, like he thought I was about to run at the back of him because I went, "Ah, shit!" at the back of him. And he freaked out and turned around and went, "Oh!" And I was like, "No, sorry, mate. I got some shit going on. I got some shit going on upstairs." A few of the boys got matching tattoos together.
Two of the
after
boys
this shit.
didn't even know each other.
Yeah.
Prior to the trip, got matching tattoos.
Yeah. And like, so I guess like what the story means is like just how important traveling is. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, because you can get stuck in your way and you have your friends and that's
Yeah.
amazing. But that's not the be all end all. Like there's so much out there and there's so many, you know, we have the best friends in the world. You know, like I could go through life of never needing another friend. But when you go out and you do make new friends and stuff, it's like, it's such a cool and fun experience. And, and you actually do learn so much mixing with people that, you know, are different to you or come from different backgrounds or come from different areas. And like, I guess it goes to show like how nervous we were before the trip. And to what it turned into is just like so I couldn't have asked for better.
Like it's showing that the world's just it's going to crave a lot more. So now it's just community. Like so much communities is needed and human interaction. Like the guys there's a group of 12 that just got back from our motorbike trip in Vietnam on arrival. And they all got matching tattoos.
That's so sick.
It's so fucking cool. The people that did the Everest Base Camp got home. They flew interstate to do karaoke together after the trip. That's the coolest shit ever.
That's the coolest thing ever.
But yeah, that was one for the books, that one. What time is it?
It's time for the DMs. Little quick one, okay. First one. Josh, hey boys, love the pod. The other week, you absolutely put me in a gold mine by recommending parcels. Please tell me if you have any more recs. Any more recommendations for life?
For anything?
Yeah. What shows are you watching at the moment? What's that one? The Dark...
The Dark Wizard on HBO. Great show. It's a docuseries. I'm a sucker for a good docuseries.
I love that. Documentaries for me is just everything.
So good. Oh, God. There's the obvious ones. What are some niche songs or show? I honestly just downloaded it. I'm listening. My top song at the moment is Mundian Tobacco from Punjabi. This one.
Oh,
dude, I've been pumping it.
That pumps,
it's such a banger. It's such a good song. I've been listening to that on the way to paddle and shit in Bali. Anyway.
Also, Ella Langley, she's a country singer.
Oh, she's great.
How good is she?
She's good.
I've just kind of discovered her and she's amazing.
She's good.
What else is there? Oh my God, no. So I seen this little kid on Instagram and he's called Young Roddo and he has this song called No Bad Grades and he's talking about like, he's 9 years old and he's got the most sweetest little voice. Can I play a bit or... You ready?
No bad grades. My mama said if I get A's, I get paid.
Oh, he's 9. He talks about being in love with a girl that's 12 and he's 9.
What?
Dude,
kids are so friggin' mature these days. I don't understand. It's got to be TikTok because you just can learn so much.
But I also, I really kind of like, been loving a bit of country, like Kira Stapleton.
Yeah.
Like Luke Combs. Love that shit.
I've been watching the new Euphoria. It's freaking horrible.
Oh, it's not good?
So bad.
Really?
There's a lot. Yeah, it's not good. The storyline's gone.
Actually, so a movie, the drama, I thought that was really good.
The drama.
It's probably a bit old, but
I want to watch that.
With Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Tyson's
got a DM here for us.
I don't know if this is just me, but if you're with your significant other or anyone else and they go, oh, what do you want to do for dinner? And then you send out like 3 different ideas. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And they shoot them all down. Fuck! Just tell me what you want to do then. Sick of this shit.
Oh, yeah. That's so good. I don't know what to do.
I'm that person.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
But I do the same because it's like, I don't want it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I never know.
But you're so bad, man. You need to fix that, eh?
Yeah.
No, be who you are. Don't change yourself, but fuck, it does me in.
All right. Next one's from Jamie. Accidentally started saying, let's lock that in, sarcastically, and now it's become part of my actual vocabulary.
I love that.
I said it to my doctor yesterday. Makes me feel better by telling me your vocal stims.
Stims?
No idea.
What's that mean? Anyone out
Vocal
there?
stims is like, it's like how you guys say like,
I ain't fucking leaving. It's just like little quotes.
Oh,
that you
yeah,
always
yeah.
say.
Your little things that you say. You always say yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And now my Sarah says yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have millions of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to. Once I find a little phrase, I'll just say it
Dang.
forever.
Yeah.
I'm like,
let's lock
I'm
that
saying
in.
100% at the moment, 100%.
Oh.
But like I'm 100%ing my 100%, so 100%. And what
So you're
else did I
100%
say?
about 100%.
Oh, what else did I say? Like,
You know what I say in my head? I heard this once, I can't remember where from, but when bad things happen or anything happens, you just say that's showbiz, baby.
oh yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Is it-
You
yeah.
just think you're a rock star.
Yeah, but if anything, the worst thing ever happens to you, it's like, oh, it's showbiz.
Yeah,
Someone breaks up, yeah, it's showbiz.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it makes it feel like it doesn't even, who
Yeah.
cares? Like it's not that deep.
It's showbiz.
Showbiz.
And life isn't that serious. It's not
it's
serious
not.
at all. Like anything happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Showbiz.
It's a good way to look at it.
Truck just fucking ran over me foot.
Showbiz.
Showbiz.
The show goes on. I got one leg now in the show.
Not my problem. It's showbiz.
Yeah, that's great. I
And
like
life will still be great because that's showbiz.
that. I
And
like
that's
that.
the industry I'm in.
All right, Inspo for
Everyone's
us.
in the showbiz industry. Okay, we got Inspo here from a unknown. They didn't put their name in. How mysterious. Okay, sit down and relax. Ready? Time is the only currency you spend without knowing your balance. Be intentional with what you spend it on.
Oh, I love that. Wow, you don't know how much you got. Wow, I really like that.
That's crazy, actually, when you think about it. It's quite confronting.
Wow,
You just don't know.
you don't.
It's fucking showbiz, eh?
That is showbiz.
That is showbiz.
No, but I reckon it's deeper than showbiz.
There's nothing that deep. Showbiz is it's just it's like,
Just make the
it's
most
just-
of your life. You
Yeah,
never know when it's up. Live
yeah,
each,
that's cool.
yeah.
that-
Live each day like it's your last.
And if
Hard to do.
if this for me personally, if I walked out that door right there, and you just took me life, it's showbiz.
That was part of the show.
Well, it's showbiz. Like that's the story. It goes down.
Hey, can we wrap this up? I really need to piss.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. But I knew Jack was going to be able to go on a tangent. So thank you so much
I
for
need to piss
listening.
too. My leg's shaking.
I know. I've been holding on to the whole episode.
But I stick through for the
Yeah, but
audience.
you're talking shit, so I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for listening,
Wait.
and we'll see you next week.
That's showbiz, baby.